overwhelming sea of health advice, even conflicting ones? And are they keeping you feeling a bit stuck, lost, or confused? Then you are in the right place today, because here in this session, I'm going to take you through 3 tiny habits. They may be tiny, but they are mighty habits that's going to help you create big wins. So that's all I'm talking about today. Because let's shift gears a bit. I know there is a lot of advice out there. If you do any kind of Google search, you will find millions of videos and web pages, etc. on online on Google. However, you really don't know what's applicable for you, what's relevant for you, and what's going to really help you. And that's actually an issue. Okay, I'm just going to. Yes, I'm just checking the volume. So we are going to return, we are going to break through the noise that often keeps us stuck. We are going to find a way to simplify our approach to wellness, and we will return to what genuinely works. So there are these tiny sustainable habits, and I'm going to talk about 3 of them today that typically I start my coaching clients off with. They not only enhance your health, but they also enrich your entire life. They basically transform your entire life. Because what I find today more than ever, and I've been doing this for a while, I've been working with women with complex chronic health conditions like autoimmune disease for many years now, and I find that it's the biggest issue I think most of us face is that we are drowning in a sea of information, and there's a lot of contradictory advice, and we are bombarded with it all the time. So if you're watching this on replay, let me know in the comments if that is true for you and how it makes you feel. So most of us, what ends up happening is that we have we develop these complicated routines, and they actually distract us from listening to our bodies and supporting it in a way that it really needs it from us. And this also then leads to a further disconnection from our bodies, and I find that's a big problem. Because when you are disconnected from your body, when you're not able to listen to what your body is really telling you, the messages that it is sending you in the form of symptoms, then you are not really able to do all those things that are critical for you to support your body's healing and then find sustainable long-term relief. This is why often people, they do see relief, they do find improvements, but it's not really sustainable, and it's definitely not long-term. So the power of simplicity is often underestimated. By simplifying some of these concepts, in fact, for my clients, I help them to prioritize what needs to be done. And today I'm talking about 3 tiny, they're such tiny habits, but they are, mighty as well. So tiny but mighty habits. And I had a client who was working with me who was feeling lost and confused. She had tried various diets. She had been given a list of 30 supplements, but she was not really able to figure out how to take those supplements, what to do with her diet. She had tried paleo in the past, and she had lost energy and hair. So it was, she knew that some of these things worked, of course. Food is important, but she didn't know what applied to her. So it was when we started to streamline the process, and I'm going to take you through model that I use. I call it the simple model. It's part of my framework that I use in my practice. It's called the body-wise healing framework, and the 3 pillars are simplify, reconnect, and sustain. And today I'm actually focusing on the simplify pillar, and there is a model, and I'm not going to talk about the entire model today. I'm going to do that in my upcoming masterclass in March, 28th of March. It's called the Autoimmune Breakthrough. I'm going to share a link below. Make sure that you sign up for it and don't miss out on that. Coming back to this framework, so what I've done is I've taken out 3 important aspects of this simple model, and that's what we are focusing on today for today's session. So the S stands for streamline your nutrition. So you are, you can basically, these are the 3 things that you can do every day. That's what I'm sharing with you right now. So the first thing is, as I said, streamline your nutrition. So you can just start your day, well hydrated, right? If you don't do anything else and you just make sure that you're having this 1 glass of maybe room temperature or lukewarm, or slightly warm water with a bit of Himalayan salt, or any salt that is not table salt, so that it has those added minerals like magnesium, zinc, etc. coming in, the electrolytes, and then maybe a squeeze of lemon. That itself, initiates, starts your day with one way to nourish your body. And it basically kickstarts your digestion. It hydrates your body after nighttime of sleep. Your body needs that kind of hydration. In fact, not having enough water is really, really rampant. We don't realize that when we are often constipated, when we have headaches, when we are feeling fatigued, a lot of the time it is just a lack of hydration. That's it, right? We know that kidney stones develop because we don't have enough water. That's a big part of it. It's as simple as that. So start having enough water, and definitely kickstart your day, your energy production with water, your digestion with water, with hydration. So that's the first thing I want to share with you. The second is maximize movement for pleasure. So movement, right? It's M. So even if you don't have time, even if you don't have the energy, you can actually incorporate these short, enjoyable activities for, like a quick walk, like a gentle stretching, like yoga, like dance. For me, dance does that for me. If I need to move my body and I don't feel like doing anything else, I'll just put on some music and dance. But you need to figure out what will work for you. But make sure that you're maximizing movement for pleasure. We forget about, we talk so much about the vitamins A, D, E, K, C, etc. And of course they are important, but we forget that in order to actually enrich our lives, to go beyond just disease management, to actually thrive, to actually live life the way we can possibly. And I want to give you that. I want to give you that you can live life much beyond your disease diagnosis and reversal and symptoms and remission. So one of the ways that you can do that is maximizing vitamin J, vitamin L. We don't end up talking about it, we don't end up doing it. So that is something that I want to share with you. So vitamin P is for pleasure, so you can actually maximize movement for pleasure. So just doing activity, or even swimming, anything that brings you joy, that it will be different for each of us. If you start incorporating that every day, and again, it doesn't have to be like 45 minutes, it doesn't have to be an hour. Even if you can do it for 10-15 minutes and you add that, or just go for a walk, and that's something that does for me. I like walking barefoot on the grass. So after dinner, if not in the morning, it doesn't happen every day, morning and evening, but after dinner I do go for a walk on the grass by myself. I listen to some inspirational podcast, motivational books, something that sort of peps me up. I try and do this at the beginning of the day. If I can't, then I might end up doing it in the night. Okay. Yeah. So that's the second one, the second tiny habit that you can incorporate, and it doesn't matter how much time you have, you make it work for you. So if it's 10-15 minutes, then so be it. And the third thing is lighten your load. And today we are talking about lightening your load with gratitude. And again, do not underestimate the healing power of gratitude. All these things that we think are soft, soft activities, of course food is important, supplements, all of that, everything is there, but gratitude is equally important. And it's the reason why I focus so much on gratitude in my coaching program, and it's amazing how it helps my clients to stay motivated, to feel happier. There is a direct, there's enough research that shows us that there is a connection. So if you can end your day reflecting on your successes, reflecting on your achievement, and moments of joy, and of course appreciating those moments, appreciating the life that you have right now. Of course you want to get better. If you are having health issues, you want to find ways to reverse your symptoms, that all that is fine, but there are so many things that's going on under your nose that's bringing you joy, that can bring you joy if you allow it, if you open your eyes. What happens is that often we are so hung up on things that are not going well, that are keeping, that we are going through, the issues that we have, that we never take a moment to even look at and see the life that we have already, the moments of joy, even if they are temporary. So it can be a hug from your child, it can be a smile from your loved one, it can be a warm meal, it can be something that you make yourself, there's so many. It can be a small hobby that it can be a hobby that you indulge in. It can be the feeling of the warmth of the sun on your face on a cold winter morning. It can be the feel of the grass while you're walking barefoot. So many things to be appreciative of, right? It doesn't have to be a humongous thing. These are these small things that you can be appreciative of, and you can rewire your brain to notice these things. Because what happens is that because of our inherent negativity bias that's kept us alive over years of evolution, that was important so that we can respond to any threat or any danger. And there was physical danger, in the days that we were, living in caves, and we don't realize that our bodies have not changed much since then. Our brains have developed, but there is still a portion of the brain that is still very primal, and that's what gets activated more often than not if you're not aware of it. So we need to basically find ways to connect to those moments of joy, to find ways to appreciate the things that bring a smile to our face, and we can do it by practicing gratitude. So the 3 tiny habits that I have, tiny but not ineffective, they're highly effective and very impactful. So the 3 tiny habits, the first one I mentioned was streamlining your nutrition by starting your day with mindful hydration. What I mean by that is not just gulping down that glass of water, but just by relaxing your body, allowing your body time, hydrating yourself, just enjoying that glass of water, putting some mineral salt, Himalayan salt with a touch of lemon maybe. I don't recommend starting adding honey or anything else, especially if you have high blood sugar like most of us have. Many of us have, I would say. If you don't, then that's fine. The second thing is maximizing movement for pleasure. That means enjoyable activities like a walk or a stretch or dance, any yoga, anything, swim, anything that brings you joy, that brings you out of your head and into your body. And the third is lighten your load with gratitude. So do not underestimate the power of practicing gratitude on a daily basis, and you can do it by jotting down what you appreciate about your life right now. Just 3 things is good enough, and writing it down, journaling it makes it more real for us, for our brains. So these tiny strategic habits actually lead to profound changes that go beyond physical health, that go they basically help you to develop this mind-body connection. They get you out of your head. They are in our head most of the time, so you need to get out of that head and also pay attention to your body. As body is always in the present moment, your mind can be in the past and the future. That's where it usually lies. Keeps oscillating, so it helps you to reduce daily stress and pay attention to your body, and that's what's going to bring you peace inside your body. You need to find peace inside your body, and that itself will help to mitigate so many of the symptoms that you might be facing. These, if you do this on a consistent basis, if you do this on a daily basis, and that's why I am talking about these tiny habits, this is very, very doable. They actually create a ripple effect, and we again underestimate the power of the compounding, the ripple effect, because they have, and they expand and they fill up every part of our life. It's about getting clarity, it's about enhanced energy and overall life satisfaction. Like, it gives us pleasure, it brings us joy just by doing some of these things. I want you to understand it's not just about health, it's about transforming your life. It's about living life the way you have always wanted to, right? If you had some dreams, maybe those dreams got waylaid when you had health issues or you got diagnosed. That doesn't mean you have to give up on them. So you need to find a way to get back, to connect with that part of yourself that you may have become disconnected with, right? As I said, we live in our head most of the time. We are, of course, finding out more and more information, but information is not enough. You need to be able to relate to your body, to connect with your body and know, and with your heart, so that you know what you really want from this one life that you have. As somebody said, this is like a holiday on earth. So what I want you to ask yourself is that, what do I want from life? What do I really, really want? Most of us do not end up taking out the time to ask ourselves this one question: what do I want from life right now? And that might evolve over a period of time, and that's okay. But if you ask this question to someone, most people have no idea. They're just sort of floating through life. They are not really paying attention, right? Whether it's whether they're on the right path, or whether to their own body and their body screaming for attention. That's typically what symptoms are. And that's what we call symptoms. We call symptoms a gift in functional medicine, because in functional medicine, it's a stream of medicine where we teach you or we show you how to find and address the true root causes of disease, specifically chronic conditions, because chronic conditions are lifestyle related, are related to the habits that you have, the choices that you make. So there is no pill for that, and that's why you probably don't see results, because you can't take a pill and get your way out of a bad diet or a bad lifestyle or unhealthy choices. You just can't do that, and you can't supplement your way out of it either. You might see some improvements, but they will certainly not be sustainable. So you can't out supplement a bad diet as well. So by doing what I have just mentioned, these 3 tiny habits around movement, around hydration, and around gratitude, just these 3 things on a consistent basis will, you will start seeing results. And what happens is that you don't need to do 20 things at the same time. You can just start by doing these 3, and when you start seeing improvements, you will feel good about yourself, right? It's not just about those lab markers, it is also how you feel in your body. So when you start feeling better about yourself, you start gaining a bit of confidence. Once again, maybe you've lost the confidence when you got diagnosed with a condition or you had health issues, and because no matter what you try, it simply is not, doesn't seem to work, or you don't see sustainable or long-term relief, right? It keeps coming back again and again. So you've maybe lost that confidence in your body, in yourself. So when you do these things, and these are completely doable, as I mentioned, then you start gaining more confidence. And as you start gaining more confidence, you feel happier. You are able to then take bigger steps. You don't need to start with the big steps. And that's exactly why I wanted to do a session around 3 tiny habits. I see so many people that who remain stuck because they don't believe that these tiny habits actually make any difference. They think that you need to take these huge, humongous steps to actually start getting better. That's not true. You can start with these tiny steps, and you can start seeing results, and they really can start stacking up. And that's when you can build further momentum by taking bigger and bigger steps, because you will have the confidence at that time. You will find the motivation. So if you are watching this live, if you have any questions, then drop in your comments. If you have any questions, I'm almost at the end of this presentation, this session. So drop in your comments below if you want to hear, if you have any questions about what I talked about, or want me to delve deeper, whether you're watching live right now or you're watching on replay, I'll make sure that I get back to you. But focusing on even tiny habits such as movement, such as hydration, and such as gratitude can help you to simplify your approach. And by simplifying your approach to wellness, you will start seeing results. You will realize that it is definitely doable. You don't have to procrastinate. You don't have to remain stuck. The reason you may be procrastinating is that it feels overwhelming. It feels that there's just too much that needs to be done. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you, if anything, if this resonates with you, right? I find that this is very common because people are bombarded with information, and often it's contradictory information, whether it's health influencers, whether it's social media, whether it's Google itself. So, we lose track, we lose sight of what is important for us. We lose sight that our body is unique, and we need to take steps according to what our body needs, not somebody else, not my neighbor, not my friend, not my family. So by focusing on these kind of key practices and making sure that they're aligned with what your body needs, you actually empower yourself. So what I mean by that is you take your power back. Because what happens most of the time, and we don't realize that we are doing this, of course, is that we give away our power, right? So we give away our power in many different ways, but one of the ways that we do that when we are not well is believing that our doctors can fix us. We believe that our bodies are broken. So we go to the doctor, and the doctor gives us a prescription. And of course, I am not saying that you should not take medication, you should not go to the doctor. That goes hand in hand with many of these health issues. You will need medication, you will need treatment. All I'm saying is that this has to be there, part of your life as well, part of the treatment plan as well. And the way that we give away our power is by going to the doctor. They give us a prescription, we go to the chemist or medical store, we buy the medicines, and that's it. There ends our responsibility. That's how we give away our power, because we believe that we have no role to play in getting better. We believe that only the doctors can fix us, and only the doctors can get us better. Yes, it is true in the case of acute conditions. It is true that antibiotics will save our lives. It is true that surgery, when we are getting a surgery done, then of course the doctor is going to get us better. But we are not talking about those conditions. We are talking about chronic conditions. So again, if you're watching this on replay, if you have any questions, if this resonates with you, let me know in the comments below. Because what I am talking about today is so that you see long-term relief, so that you see lasting improvements that go beyond physical improvement. I am not so focused on physical health. Physical health will happen. Improvements in physical health will happen, but you want to, I am a firm believer that just getting your physical health back is not enough. We are spiritual and emotional beings as well. All of these go hand in hand, which is mind body medicine. That's what I'm talking about. So unless your body is also involved, your mind is also involved, your emotions are also involved, you will not see sustainable results. You will not be happy, right? The way you want to be happy. You want to live a life where you are true to yourself, where you are for chasing your dreams, no matter how old you are. It doesn't matter how old you are, honestly. That's a myth too. So it's about creating a life that feels good in the inside, and not just what it looks on the outside, and certainly not what it looks on social media. That's not what I'm talking about at all. And you will know that you're on the right path when you are finally at peace in your body. So many of us are not at peace in our own bodies. We don't feel at home. Your body is the only home that you will have. So my request to you is that make that home a safe place. Declutter that home, keep it healthy, keep it clean, follow the same things that you would do in your own home, your physical home. Your body is your home on this earth, and that's the only home that you will ever have. So make sure that you are doing that. And if you are ready to take the next step, if you're ready to redefine wellness beyond the physical aspects and discover how these small changes can lead to big wins, then definitely sign up for the Autoimmune Breakthrough Masterclass, where I will teach you how to do this, how to reclaim your energy. Because just by doing some of these things, you will definitely see improvements in your energy levels, and how you can simplify the entire approach. Right? It's become far too complicated for most of us. So if you want to do that, then I'm having this free masterclass coming up end of March. I'll be putting down the link below. Make sure that you sign up for that, so that you don't miss out on this transformative masterclass that's definitely going to change your life. If you have someone who you think will benefit from this session or the masterclass, make sure that you share the link with them, that you invite them to join this community, because that's the only way that they will be able to see this video. So do that. And if you have any questions, if you're watching this on replay, make sure that you put in the comments below. If you have any questions right now, I would love to hear from you. And I'll get back to you. I'll get back to the questions that you might be having. So thank you so much for joining me today. I will be having I've already put up the date for the next live session, but that's going to come up in March. Because I'm traveling for the next few weeks. I'll see you then. But drop in your comments, drop in your questions. Even if you're watching it on replay, I'll make sure to get back to you. Thank you so much.